Patty Duke and Dezi Arnez Jr. had an on and off again affair. She was 6 years older than him and already had a colorful romantic history. Lucile Ball was shocked when Patty turned her attention to Dezi Arnez Jr. Keep watching to learn why Lucile Ball never approved of Patty Duke's relationship with her son. Her traumatic early life. Anna Marie Duke was born December 14, 1946. She lived in a bed-bug-infested apartment in Elmhurst, Queens. There were only 4 rooms and none had doors. She had to share one room with her brother Raymond and sister Carol. Her father was an alcoholic who was pleasant at first but eventually became aggressive. Her mother kicked him out of the house when Patty was 6. Her mother was also unstable and had violent depressive episodes. She began acting at the age of 6 under managers John and Ethel Ross. They got her bit parts in commercials and offered to take Patty on as a permanent client if she agreed to live with them. She had a, quote, sinking feeling when she met them, but accepted the offer. She thought it would relieve her mother from the burden of raising 3 children on her own. Patty built a resume while living with the Rosses that included ads, soaps, and live dramas. She already had 50 credits to her name by the time she was 12. That earned her a role as Helen Keller in the Broadway musical The Miracle Worker. Ethel Ross forced her to change her name to Patty and forced her to lose her New York accent. They cut off all contact with her mother and didn't let her see anyone except her and John. They controlled everything about Patty's life, from what she wore to when she could close the door to her room. Patty had to go to court in 1959. There was an investigation into a TV quiz show, and she had to answer questions about it. She had been on the show the year before, and the Rosses told her to memorize all the answers. They then told her to lie about it, but she admitted everything in court. Her life with the Rosses only got worse from then. They attempted to sexually abuse her twice, but she managed to stop them by vomiting. Patty later met Harry Falk Jr., the assistant director of The Patty Duke Show, and fell in love with him even though he was 31. The Rosses tried to block her from the relationship, but she barred them from the set and married Falk when she was 19. Her early career. Patty was the youngest woman to win an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in 1963. This was in the movie version of The Miracle Worker. At age 16, she was also the youngest actress to have a TV show named after her. Sidney Sheldon created it for her, but noticed that she had 2 sides to her personality. He created 2 main characters who were cousins and had her play them both. It was popular enough to last for 3 seasons and featured famous guest stars like Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Frankie Avalon. Patty also starred in the 1965 film Billy. It was the first movie ever sold to a TV network. That movie showed she had a talent for singing as well. She managed to have a few hit songs. Don't Just Stand There went gold and reached number 8 on the charts, and the album of the same name reached number 90. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Patty and Desi. Lucile Ball and Dezi Arnez were TV royalty, and their children were born in the spotlight. It was major news when Dezi Arnez Jr. began an affair with Patty Duke when he was only 17 and she was 23. Patty was already romantically involved with actor John Astin at the time. She also married Michael Tell during her affair with Desi, but stayed with him for less than 2 weeks. Desi said his mother had nothing against Patty as a human being and actually liked her. The major problem was their age difference and the fact that she had already been divorced. Lucy also hated the bad press the affair brought. She claimed to have worked for years for a quiet personal life and that Patty took it away. She worried the situation would ruin the family's name. Her son. Patty became pregnant after marrying Michael Tell. Her romantic life was so complex, it was unclear who the child's father was. When she first became pregnant, she claimed Dezi Arnez Jr. was the father. That made Lucy more angry than anything before it. She called it irresponsible and felt it would be another blot on the family name. When John Astin of Addams Family fame finalized his divorce, Patty claimed he was the father. They got married in 1972 and had another son, Mackenzie, in 1973. Patty told son Sean that Desi was his father when he was 14. They developed a relationship, but he eventually met one of Michael Tell's relatives. They began to suggest to him that he may have been family all along. The real truth came out when Sean got a DNA test. His biological father was Michael Tell. Patty refuses to believe the results of the test, but Sean has a different perspective. He's managed to become close to all 4 of his dads, but regards John Astin as his father because he raised him. Patty's mental health. When Patty Duke finally found a way out from her childhood trauma, she admits she wasn't ready for adulthood. Her mental health was poor. She first began experiencing manic mood swings when she was 19. She would get so depressed she'd be unable to get out of bed and wept for days. She also had violent mood swings. She developed an eating disorder that took her down to 76 pounds at one point and overdosed on Valium up to 8 times. Patty appeared in Valley of the Dolls in 1967. She played Neely O'Hara, a neurotic pill addict. Rumors flew that she got the role because it matched her real-life struggles. The movie was a box office success and remains a cult classic. Her Emmy Award appearance in 1970 only added flame to the fire. She accepted her award for Outstanding Single Performance for My Sweet Charlie. Her speech was erratic and hard to understand. The truth was, she was having a mental breakdown in public. Her mania only got worse over the years. It wasn't until she had children and realized how it affected their lives that she began to reach out for help. She didn't get an official diagnosis of bipolar disorder until 1982. She was prescribed lithium for her moods and asked everyone she had hurt to forgive her. She became one of the first celebrities to openly speak about it and a major advocate for mental health. The diagnosis changed her life, but it didn't save her marriage to John Astin. He was already becoming distant and more of a father figure to her children than a husband. They got divorced in 1985. Finding true love. Patty began filming A Time to Triumph in 1986. The director, Noel Black, thought she was perfect for the role and praised her work ethic. That didn't mean playing the part was easy. She had to train and run drills to prepare physically. She even arrived covered in sweat to her 39th birthday party. All the effort was worth it because on the set of the film, she met and later married Sergeant Michael Pierce. She also became a stepmother to his daughters, Raylene and Charlene, and they adopted their son Kevin in 1988. Tragedy threatened to split the couple up. Patty's mother moved in with them but died in 1992, and their daughter died in a car accident in 1998. Patty and Michael were devastated, but worked together to overcome their circumstances. They remained married until her death. Her death and legacy. Patty Duke died of sepsis from a ruptured intestine at age 69 on March 29, 2016. Her ashes are interred at the Forest Cemetery in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Sean raced to his mother's side before her death. He said she died peacefully and was surrounded by loved ones. Patty wrote 2 memoirs about her life. The first, published in 1987, is called Call Me Anna. It tells of her traumatic childhood and her time with the Rosses. A second is called A Brilliant Madness and released in 1992. It tells of her struggle with mental illness. Those who warned her that the books would harm her career turned out wrong. Both were a major success and an important step towards speaking honestly about mental health. The first one even became a TV movie in 1990. Patty has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She's also won an Academy Award, 2 Golden Globes, and 3 Primetime Emmys. Patty's son Sean is proud of her career, but is more concerned about working to honor her mental health advocacy. He started a CrowdRise fundraising page to launch the Patty Duke Mental Health Project. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite classic Hollywood tabloid story? What's your favorite memory of Patty Duke? Let us know in the comments section below.